Hello, hello, you beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. We talk all things life, love, spirituality, law of attraction, and all of that juicy goodness. Today is October 9th, and it is a full moon. And tomorrow we have the 10-10 portal. And then Tuesday starts eclipse season. We're going to be cutting shit out of our lives. And it's going to be clear as day, and it's going to feel unsettling, it's going to feel liberating, it's going to feel different for everybody. So whatever you're being called to let go of, try not to grip too tightly and just take it day by day by day. Each day as you move on, you'll have more and more clarity about why you had to let that thing go. Okay, and you're about to experience so much joy and so much happiness. Last week, I think it was on Wednesday or Thursday last week, I literally was dancing around my apartment with so much joy and so much excitement. I was feeling an energy of something that's coming for all of us, and specifically for me as well. But it was just like oh my gosh, like imagine just winning the lottery and you're just like, I'm free. I can just like do whatever I want. I literally had music blaring for like 3 hours, and one of my clients canceled, ironically. So it's like the universe just opened up the floodgates for me just to express myself and just to dance and not care about what anybody thought. It was just complete freedom. And I felt that last week. So when I feel things, it's always prior to something really amazing happening. So get excited, because something good is coming. And we have this eclipse season, which means more and more people are leaving what is making them miserable in their life, and they're going towards love, joy, happiness, abundance. And if you didn't know this, when two people come together in love, money skyrockets, opportunities skyrocket. Everything starts to unfold very, very quickly. I am all out of my Palo Santo, so we're going to use a sage bundle. I normally don't like to use sage just because I feel like it just smells like weed, and I don't really like the smell of weed. I love the Palo Santo scent. I'm weird with my sniffer. I always have to smell. It just always has to be enjoyable to me. So we're just going to do a quick little sage cleanse, and I'm going to put it right out so it doesn't like stick to any of my furniture, my blankets, in my space. But sage is a beautiful cleanse. It cuts through any lower vibrations. Archangel Michael, Archangel Metatron, please open sacred space. Please only allow the highest and whitest light messages to come through. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Please bless anybody going through an awakening right now. Please bless all of my clients who I've been putting out fires for. Literally, you guys, there are 3 clients this weekend who called me in a panic because they found out their partner cheated on them. They found out that their partner wants a divorce. They were the one initiating a divorce. So talk about eclipse season. This weekend for me, my phone was nonstop with people who I love, who I've been working with for a really long time, and some new clients too. People randomly out of the blue. I had a graduate message me, and he was going through a breakup. So there's so many people experiencing this let go, and they don't know what to do. So I've been like putting out fires, texting them nonstop, calling them back, telling them, all right, this is what you do. You get yourself up, you get showered, and you go do something nice for somebody, or you stay in bed for a little bit, cry it out, but get your butt off the couch and then go get a workout in. So I'm kind of coaching people through these really like scary times, because when you're so codependent on somebody your whole life, or maybe for like the past 5 years or 10 years with a divorce, or then you're experiencing a divorce, it can feel like, you know, a complete death, and you don't know who you are, and you wake up and you're like, how do I live my life without this person? Where do I live? Where do I go? So if you have people coming to you this week going through these big, massive changes, remind them to do the small things. Remind them to get up and to get showered and to feel good and to look good. And my one client, I told him I was like, if you were to die tomorrow, what is one food you would want to have before you die? And he just named the food. And I said, okay, go get that food today. We have to remember to do the things that make us feel good when we're going through that kind of loss, breakup, divorce, whatever it is. So let's get this reading started. I feel like it's already going to be a relationship reading, as it always is, but I feel called to do my charms first. Okay. We have the cat, the fish, the tree of life, and a key. We always get keys. Keys are like my jam. As you guys know, keys always mean a door opening, a new opportunity in love, but this has like a flower at the top of the key. So for me, I see this as growth. You have done all the learning that you needed to do in that environment that you're in, and now it's time to put the key in the door, unlock it, and leave. It's time to step out of that because you've already bloomed. You're good. You don't need to do any more growing there. Now it's time to go to another environment. And I was just saying this to a client the other day that he was going through a breakup, and I was like, listen, there's going to be other branches on your tree. Like your person that broke up with you, they're not your only branch. I always say we are a branch and we have like extensions on our branch, and they're all the people that we're meant to experience intimacy with in this lifetime. And so if you are going through a breakup, you have more branches on your tree. There's more people to meet and more people to experience love with in different ways. You know, they might not match the person that you were just with, but it's going to be new and it's going to be different because you've grown. The key is saying that you've grown and now you're going to go meet a match, and that person will have done the same growing, and you guys are going to be like a mirror to each other. And then we have the cat, which is all about speaking your truth. If you have something to say to your partner, or if you have something to say to anybody, maybe it's a new person, you want to tell them that you love them, you want to tell them that they've been it all along and you're so sorry and you apologizing. Now's the time to do it. The cat's saying it's safe. You can put your heart out there. The person that you're going to put your heart out there to, it's going to be a safe space. They're going to hold your heart and everything's going to be okay. And I always love to say that. I've actually never really said that to anybody, only one person, but I just was like, I just want to hold your heart. Like this person just had the sweetest eyes and the sweetest soul. And I just was like, I just want to hold your heart. Like I just felt like I wanted to protect it. So whoever it's a really sweet line to say, right? Like it just came out of my mouth. At the time that I said it, it was very organic, but if you feel called to use that, it's such a gentle way to let somebody know how you love them. You want to hold their heart. You're not going to let it fall. You're not going to break it. You're not going to do anything to hurt this person. You are safe. And some people who've been through trauma in their lives, they've never been told that they're safe. And we have to remind them that they are, and that we are awakened. We are aware of our patterns, and we won't be playing around, messing, doing games. We won't be toxic. There won't be any cheating. It's like we are here for this higher love connection. And there is not anything that's going to come between that type of love. So the love that you guys are all looking for, if you're here for a love reading, the energy this week is proving this to be true, that it is going to be about love or enhancing your own relationship if you're already in it. But maybe we were all just called to look at our core wounds this weekend. So if you had a night or an afternoon where you were just like, I am so triggered by my partner, or I'm so triggered alone by myself. I was triggered alone for no reason, having past memories of a boyfriend cheating on me and me fearing never finding love that I could trust, never being with somebody who I could trust. So that was my core wound over the weekend, this weekend. And that's what the full moon did. It's bringing up all this wounding. So anyway, back to what I was saying is we are now attracting a partnership that is pure and it's honest, and there's no running around. There is no deceit. There's no betrayal. It's literally somebody that's going to hold your heart, and you can feel safe knowing that your heart is held by this person because they're going to verbalize. And if you guys didn't know this, words and actions have to meet. So if you're telling somebody that you're going to hold their heart, but then your actions aren't proving that, like maybe you're still going out and you're flirting and you're not really like staying in that grounded, like I choose you type of energy, you're still playing out your patterns. So you have to be so aware of why you're doing what you're doing. Say you're at a bar and there's a group of guys and you're a female and you're walking up and you're attracted to men. A grounded woman who has a marriage and has a partner will walk up to those guys, maybe smile, but it's no invitation. It's just, hi, you're a human being. I'm going to like acknowledge you. And you keep it moving. okay? And you don't try to get their attention to get that little bit of, ooh, I want these guys to check me out, to tell me so I can get confirmation that I'm still good looking and I'm still pretty and I can still win their attention. You're done with that. You're done with those games. You're done with those patterns because you know internally you are a beautiful soul and you don't need anybody in any environment to confirm that for you. And then you turn around across the bar and you look at your partner and you're like, hi, I choose you still. I'm still looking at you. I only want you in this whole place. And you're just so connected to that person. And they know that you're never going to stray because you're soul connected. You know that they're the person that you've been waiting for your entire life. Wow, this is crazy intense what's coming through me right now. And I just heard that you guys have all, somebody out there watching has been craving that kind of security in love. It's just being able to literally take your heart out of your chest and give it to somebody else. You've always wanted to be able to do that, but it's never been safe enough. You've always been told differently. You've always been shown differently because some people's words say one thing, but their actions prove another. So I challenge all of you right now, and it starts with the simple tasks. Like if you can't commit to your own workout routine, making good food for yourself, cleaning your home, if you can't commit to those small tasks, how can you commit your heart and your love to somebody else? You first have to commit to you. And then you'll be able to trust you to commit to them. That was a really good message. You first have to commit to you. You commit to no longer hurting yourself, no longer self-sabotaging, no longer thinking poor thoughts about yourself. Because when you do that, you're essentially doing that to your partner because you guys are two beautiful whole beings in one, kind of magnetized to each other, kind of like the yin yang. So when you hurt and hate on yourself, your partner feels that. Your partner will feel your negative thinking about yourself. So that's why we have to stop that because we don't want to hurt ourselves and we don't want to hurt our partner. So why not learn to love ourselves deeper? And the fish is more or less, it could be Pisces energy if somebody's a Pisces out there or your partner is. But the fish right now, I normally would say you're like a fish out of water, but I don't feel that energy right now. Right now, I feel like you're in the flow. You're like, all right, I feel this. I do want this kind of love. And I want to stay in that energy of not trying to grip and control things. I want to be in the flow and just go with the current and trust that I can hand my heart to somebody and they will do their absolute best to nurture it, to love it, to keep it safe, to keep it warm, to supply it with whatever it needs. Imagine if you had a partner that literally woke up every single day and they held your heart and in front of you, they're like, hey, babe, I'm going to take good care of this today. And they're driven every day to figure out what they can do to love you more and how they can make you smile and how they can make you laugh. They are committed. That's what love is. Love is action. Love isn't just we're in love. Love is action. It's taking action to do things for somebody, to find out what their love language is. Do you want to just spend quality time with somebody? Do you want gifts from somebody? Do you want to know that somebody's thinking of you when you're not around? You have to verbally tell your partner, hey, babe, this is how I would love for you to love me today. And maybe every day is different, but if start the day, send a text. And if you're a man watching this, if you're somebody who likes like sexy, flirty texts, tell your wife or your partner that. They have to know what you want. You know, imagine being at work at like 12:30 p.m. and getting a cute like text of your wife's like bra or panties. And she's like, can you help me put this on later? Or can you help me take this off later? Like, what would that do to you? Is that excitement? Is that like, yes, this is passion that I've always wanted in my relationships, but it's love, it's action, it takes work. Okay. So you have to, one, ask your partner what their needs are. Two, let them know that you're going to do everything you can to protect and keep their heart safe. And you're going to be aware of your patterns so that you don't slip up and fall back into a pattern that ends up breaking their heart, right? You're going to be very, very disciplined with your diet and with your exercise because you're committing to yourself so that you can commit to somebody else's heart. and you're going to stay in the flow, right? We're going to stay feeling good. We're going to trust that the universe has us on this journey together to create more love, to then go and spread it. Because essentially, when you get together with your love partner, you have a mission. You have a mission to inspire the world with the type of love that you have. You're not here just to get pleasure for yourself in love. You're here to share that type of love and show other people what's possible for them. And you didn't go through all of the anxiety and all of the depression and all of the hard things for the last 20 to 30 years not to experience this type of joy and peace in a partnership. So get excited, because this week is bringing in that type of love, the type of love that wants to hold your heart. I love these messages. That was really good. Okay, so let's actually do, I'm going to do my deck, but I just felt guided to do the Gateway Oracle. I don't normally use this deck too often, but I feel called to use it right now. And I'm looking at my God deck, and it says the light has come. So we're going to use that as well. The light has come. It says, today, the time of light begins for you and everyone. It's a new era in which a new world is born. The old one has left no trace upon it in its passing. Today, we see a different world because the light has come. So this is kind of like your light has come. Your true love has come. Your light is that higher connection. It's no longer the toxicity, the patterns, the cheating, the betrayal, the playing games, the manipulation. You know, there's something that I used to do when I was like in my early 20s, I guess. And it was a pattern of mine that I'm not very proud of. But I'm going to share it with you guys because I think maybe it'll help you understand maybe why people are doing what they're doing in your life, or maybe it's something that you've done. But I used to do this thing because I didn't always get attention growing up. I was the youngest of four and I got lost in the crowd all the time. I literally got lost in a Disney hotel once. And I just felt like I was just always so left behind and neglected. So in order for me, the little girl inside of me, to be seen, I always had to kind of like act out in a certain way. And I wasn't like a terror, I didn't do anything like that, but I would, like with boyfriends, I would kind of like act like I was mad to get them to come be like, what's wrong? You know? And I would do the silent treatment to make them come to me, or I'd show my face to them and then I would ignore them and like turn my back on them just to show them that I was mad. And it was such a toxic, ugly, I think about it and I'm like, oh, I can't even believe I did that. And when I spiritually awakened, it was like clear as day. Like, Michelle, what are you doing? Like, if you want their attention, just walk up to them and say, hey, I need some love right now. Can you give me a hug? Like, that's all I really wanted. I just wanted somebody to hug me or somebody to listen to me. But instead, my pattern, because I wasn't verbal growing up, like I wasn't super outgoing and I didn't always say what my needs were because I didn't know. I was subconsciously moving through life just being pissed that I wasn't getting what I wanted. So then I would act out and I would, try to hurt the person. Or this is another thing that I would do. Oh, okay. I'm really going to bare my soul here. I would literally which a lot of people do, like you try to make your partner jealous. You go up to other people, you start talking, you start flirting right in front of them. And it was always like, I wanted to see if they would be jealous. And I believe that a certain type of jealousy, not an intentional one, like when you see your partner and you're just so in awe with them and they're in like a crowd of people and you're just like, man, I am so proud to be with them. They're beautiful, they're smart, they're funny. And then a little piece of you is like, man, I got to catch, like, I have a really good person here. Like, I'm a little scared that other people are going to want them or they're going to might be attracted to somebody else. Like, that's normal. But what I'm talking about that I did was I would intentionally go up to other guys in front of my boyfriend and like just be super super like laughing with them and flirting, and like I'd want my boyfriend to want to pull me back. And it was so toxic and it was ugly and it was not good. And gosh, I haven't done that in maybe like 10 years. And it's funny now. I see other people do it and I've seen like my clients talk about their partner doing it. And I'm like, it's just a pattern. We don't hate the person because they're doing that, but we have to wait for them to wake up to the awareness of, well, why am I really doing that? I don't want to hurt my partner. I don't want my partner to feel like that stomach like churning feeling when, when they're worried that their partner is going to go off with somebody else. Like I would never even think about flirting with another man, even when I'm by myself, if I have a partner. Like it is just a no, a flat out, a hard no. I am not going to let some other man think that he has a chance with me when I have the love of my life at home or on my arm or in the car with me. There's no way in hell I would ever let somebody else think that they have a chance with me if I am committed to somebody. And I feel so proud of myself that I've gotten to this space and I am so committed and I am so committed to myself that I refuse and I will be loyal till I die. And I made that promise to myself, I think it was like 3 years ago. I don't remember when it was, but I remember I had a candle lit, I was journaling, and I was like, Michelle, you are only going to stay committed to you and one person, the person that you're with at the time that you're with them. You are not going to go and do these old patterns anymore because you're awake and you're aware. And my mentor helped me see all of my patterns. And then she helped me see why I was doing them and what traumatic situation from my childhood was forcing me to do that. So, and of course, we have the rising above card. You are rising above those patterns. It's not who you are. Your soul does not want attention. Your soul does not want to be promiscuous. Your soul does not want to be hopping around and trying to flirt with people and just, that's not, your soul is here. It's light. It doesn't need anything. It's just here to inspire and to spread love and compassion and forgiveness. You are rising above that toxic behavior. You're no longer going to turn your back on somebody when you're angry or frustrated or you're trying to avoid a situation. You're going to be strong and you're going to walk up to your person and you're going to say, hey, that hurt my feelings, or I don't feel good right now. I need your support. Could you please hug me? You're going to be verbal. And if you struggle with communication because maybe you were neglected as a child and you're not used to talking about things and talking about your feelings, or maybe your past partner always smushed every complaint that you had in the partnership, you are now in a higher connection. So you're going to work on communicating and sharing your feelings and saying, hey, I don't feel good right now, or hey, I need space, or whatever it is. There's no more games. You are straightforward, asking for your needs to be met, and trusting that the person across from you that's holding your heart, they want to listen and they want to say, tell me, I'll do anything for you. As long as it's not abandoning myself, I will do anything for you. And that's key. But your person or you is rising above that toxic pattern. And look at the color here. It matches my sports bra, the purpley pink. But the light has come. Somebody, I just heard, somebody is seeing the light. They're seeing your light and how magnificent you are. And they're like, oh my God, I almost just missed out on having a beautiful human being that I can trust to hold my heart. Okay. I'm going to have to watch this back. I feel like I'm starting to channel without the cards, which is so fun. I love that. Healing is needed now. Universe, what do I need to heal? Show me, guide me, help me see. Okay, so here's another big thing that happens when two people come together. You will have a healing journey. So your healing starts now. So it's, there's healing that goes on before two people come together, but when two people come together for the first time to be together after a divorce, after a breakup, maybe you're just newly meeting on a blind date or something, and it's like you finally found your match. Your two souls have to go through a merging. So when you merge, you will feel your heart racing. You will feel a little bit of anxiety, anxiousness, because you're literally shaking because you're going through this healing and you're finally where you're supposed to be. And it's time to purge any toxicity from the past. And your person will push a button in your body that's going to make all that come up to the surface. Okay, so don't get freaked out if you meet somebody and it's like the honeymoon phase and it's so good. And then all of a sudden in a month or two, You're now starting the healing journey, and you just have to face every fear with this person. You're being triggered. Your abandonment wound is coming up. You're worried that they're going to cheat on you, but it's just this old feeling in your body from all of your past partnerships. Your partner is here to help you clear all of that. And true healing happens with real partnership in that higher love connection where somebody wants to hold your heart, because the healing happens because you finally feel safe. You finally feel free to express yourself, to say, hey, like this, you scare me and I'm scared to have this conversation, or I'm not used to communicating about my feelings, but for the first time, I feel like I'm saying it and I'm really scared and I'm shaking and I'm nervous. That person who's holding your heart, they're going to say, it's okay. We don't have to do it all at once. We can just do a little at a time. Then they'll rub your back and they'll just be very, very present and patient and calm with you. But guess what? If you have any kind of physical ailments, if you have any kind of addictions, when you come together with your person, all of that goes away. Your body and your nervous system is like, finally, we're home. We can finally heal. We don't have to have all these ailments because we've been resisting our true nature, which is our love partner, ourselves, and committing to ourselves. So when you finally choose you and love yourself and go be with the person you're supposed to be with, your nervous system settles down and you no longer look for this next high or this next craving or more food or more caffeine or more drugs or alcohol, whatever, because you're finally at home where you're supposed to be in your body. And that's something you can't resist, because when you resist that, you just get sick and you get anxious and you're just living a life that's just not fun. I don't even know the words to use for that. It's basically torture. All right, let's finish off with 2 animal cards. Oh, we have the deer, number 18, and the beetle spirit. Magic works through you, number 52. So you are the magician. I just heard you're the magician of your life. So you can use, so when you heal, I'm hearing when you heal, you become more magnetic and your magic enhances. So you and your partner start to become very, very, you become like manifesting, what do they call it? Super attractors. Gabby Bernstein calls it, you become super attractors. You're just like incredibly good at manifesting things. And it's because you're all fully healed and you're calm and your nervous system feels good and you can be happy and you trust that everything's working out for you. And you finally have that person that you can like cuddle up with at night and just feel safe for the first time in your life. And it says, bring a gentle touch. You have the deer card, number 18. This is holding your heart. When you see a deer, that is your reminder that you can trust the person that you're thinking about to hold your heart. You are safe and you are loved. And a lot of good is coming this week. This eclipse is moving us away from, remember I described my toxic patterns? Sorry, my neighbors are really loud. We're moving away from those patterns. We're not doing them anymore. We're saying, I am healed. I feel better. I'm more aware now. I can see myself. I can see why I was trying to hurt you, because I just was trying to get attention. And I'm going through something really, really hard and I don't know how to communicate it. But your person is a safe space and you can communicate with them. You can let them know how you're feeling, or they can let you know how they're feeling, because you've done the work and you are just this ground for them to stand on. So be the support for the people in your family, your loved ones, your partners, your friends, your families. If they're all going through this crazy upheaval in relationships this week, which everybody is, I'm telling you, this is the most amount of phone calls that I got this weekend with breakups in probably 2 years. So there is some sort of energy going on right now. The universe is literally smacking people in the back or in the butt and being like, let's go. We need to get you out of this toxicity and we need to get you home. So embrace the home and be support for everybody else. All right, lovies, like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'm sending you so much love and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.